Well, Ali, yourselves and Wasps never do dull games. Another classic out there today, and you must be delighted to come out on the right side of that.
Yeah, it's very true. They're almost, the styles make games, don't they? So look, over the years we've had some ding-dong affairs, and today nothing different. Really pleased with the way we started, and we got off and took our opportunities really well. Created space well and found it. Got in and finished those tries off really well. So that was pleasing. But the worrying thing is, or the thing we've got to really look at is when we do get that almost beyond one score, we just little bit sit back, take a rest, and take a recovery period. And we can't afford to do that in the Premiership against good sides. And Wasps, today they fought their way right the way through the game and put us under serious pressure, particularly obviously at the end of that first half. And then the way they defended was phenomenal as well, keeping us out. So look, pleased with the way we adjusted in the second half. We found a way to win. It was a little bit ugly, it wasn't perfect, but we definitely fought it out, and the spirit came through to get us that win, which probably wasn't there a couple of weeks ago. So that's pleasing signs, but we've got to be a little bit more clinical when we do get in front in those early stages.
Just going back to the first two tries, absolute quality scores both, and one a lovely handling move and the other one a wonderful individual effort.
Yeah, look, obviously both sides, we probably had the opportunity on the previous line out, and we got turned over in midfield. We didn't take that wide option, and obviously when we did get the ball out there, we finished it very well, and obviously a nice little inside ball to space. I think it was from Dave, created the break, and then the pleasing thing was the way we flooded through in our support lines and finished it off decisively. So look, there's really good signs. You know, there's a lot of good signs coming there. We probably had to just dig it out in the second half and graft our way through it. But that's a good sign for a side. You know, good sides can do that away from home, and we did that.
I guess from a coach's point of view, maybe their two catch and drives a little bit too easy for them to score.
Yeah, we'll obviously be looking at that. You know, it's hard to convert more tries, and we certainly didn't try score ours. But it will be something we'll work on, and we've got to make sure we're razor tight. But equally, as important as that is how we let them in there. You know, we let them in there with a little bit of sloppy play around the midfield. They get a scrum, they get momentum off the scrum, which then creates the penalty, and then they can go to the corner. So it's piecing it all together and making sure we're joining everything up and understanding how important it is to retain possession, even when you're around the halfway line or in their half. You know, it can quickly swing the tone of a game and the momentum of a game if we get it wrong. So, you know, there's important lessons in there. But it's nice to address those lessons when you come away from home and got a 5-point win.
And to keep going when you had all that possession, pounding away at the line, you couldn't get a try, but you kept going, and Johnny Hill eventually popped up with one.
Yeah, look, I mean, a lot of sides would have melted away, you know, with that, the way they held us out. You know, that you've got to say full credit to their guys. You know, they did it. They gave away a few penalties, they lost a man, but they still managed to keep us out, and they eventually got the turnover. So, look, you know, often they can be big swings in games mentally. The pleasing thing is we were resolute. We actually just went back to working our way back up there, and when we got our chances again later in the game, we took them.
Did it come at a cost? It looked like Luke Houndick, might have got maybe a knee ligament injury.
Well, I think most games come at a cost because you normally pick up the odd one. But we've got to assess and see where that is. Obviously, you don't like seeing Luke coming off because you know he's a tough guy. He's one of the toughest out there. So he must be pretty hurt. But I say we'll assess it Monday, see what the best way back for him is, and go from there.
3 straight wins, 2 of them at Sale and Wasps, which are notoriously hard places to win at. Up to third tonight, things are suddenly looking a whole lot better, aren't they?
Well, it's certainly hard than 2 weeks or so ago when we were at the bottom of the table going into the Sale game. So, look, certainly in a much better position. We've got a little bit of momentum, but equally we've still got a lot of tidy ups and things to do better. But you know, that's promising signs. I mean, we might drop down a little bit tomorrow or whatever, however the results go. But we're looking in the right direction as opposed to looking down. We're looking up.